Segen Misghina yibahal. Iske alana balu ati comment section zalla abtahte. Ziyom haddish subscribers. Dahanduhum. Kama yamsuhum. Welcome abnate channel. Kamziaya. Chigrinya allo, Englishnya allo. حوسواس الله كمويو فتعمل حقويسة سلا subscribe جركم لناتي channel إن دحري subscribe أجبركم من أي حبتنا الله قلليو أي حبتنا الله أبي مانكم كليك بروا شو subscribe جبرو بقى كمايا دولة الله إن كل إن دحري كليك جركما ملكت كسدلكم يو إن دحري حدش فيديو upload جرا أبزيا channel إن دحري Instagram لكم ناتي انستغرام ابزياك غرفلكم يا ان كلاي ان حري حطوا لكم ابزيا فيديو ناتي ابتي تحتي زلا ريتو سكشن زلا ريتو تصحفوا شعو ريسبونس كغبركم يا هرايمون ناي لو معتي مدمنا نجمر حيه So what I just started with was the Fenty Beauty primer. And I apply that all over my face, and I'm just gonna go through pretty much what my go-to makeup is for this get ready with me. Nothing too complicated, nothing too complex, but yeah, let's just have some fun today. So I'm gonna start with my go-to foundation, which is obviously the Superstay Maybelline foundation. I've been killing this. I've been using it so much, and I think it's almost done. It's kind of hard to tell with this bottle, but I think it's almost done. All right, foundation garna. Hiya. Okay, foundation. I think qurubtile abzia ngombere kagabriya sala you know what I mean? So, haddashti kame dahando nate channel fatikhum. I appreciate it. But I appreciate بتعمي مسكنكم, you know what I mean? هاي هرايمو ودينا أبي سرح ودينا يو شرعو كونسيلر كنجبرينا أبزياتنا سلا أنا أبجد أي أبتحتي عيني قرب تسلميو so أنا كمو أيفتونية جن فتاري كمو قرب لي so يمسكن جن concealer كل شعري جبرية concealer and time concealer لو معاتي كجبرينا is يا LA Girl Pro Concealer زبحال كجبرية أبتحتي عيني So I went to Eritrea only once in my life, and that was only last year. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've said this before on my Instagram live, I've only been to Eritrea once. That's it. And that was only last year. So I never went when I was a kid. But as an adult, I was like, I've always wanted to go to this place. I hear a lot about it, so let me check it out. And when I tell you I had the time of my life, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Like, I tried to make friends with everybody that I saw. Like people that weren't my family, people that were my family. I was just trying to make friends with everyone. And so this one time, I hopped on a cab to go to Ketama. Again, it was late at night. It was like saats, I don't know, tashata naimashat. So it was around like 9 o'clock at night. It was super dark, like salmat. So I'm walking from where I was staying in Asmara to the taxi stop, and I hop on the cab, and I was just like, oh no, like the cab will take you to Ketama, the cab will take you to the city. So I hop on this cab, and I had my asarta nakfa, like my 10 nakfa dollars, I guess, in my pocket. And this taxi man was like, Kabwat's aidachi, like, are you visiting? Like, are you from outside of Eritrea? And I just go to him, I'm like, no. He's like, what? And I'm like, no, Kabzia. Like, I'm from out here is what I was telling him. And he was like, Kab Eritrea? And I'm like, what? Kab Eritrea? Like, what are you talking about? And he was like, no, malatesi, like, melhaski, kamzi kabwat's ayi yad'armiyu. And I'm like, melhase. I'm like, what? أنا كبزية I don't know in the like ملحسة guanestatiة like سخا سبعية like I don't know again ملحسة and then he was just quiet like he was just like okay like I don't know what's wrong with this girl. I just drive a taxi like I don't want any drama. So I was like, so I fully knew that I was playing this guy. Like I fully knew that like I'm obviously gonna tell him I'm like not from here, but I was like I wonder how long this could last. And then he's like Amo Abe Teneburi, right? And I'm like, he was like, where do you live? And I'm like Abe Saqile. And then he's like, oh sorry hafte galamela, right? And I'm like no malkasi malate abzi intashno abzi nabiri again haqqa like marhase kab what's I asmara you imberi again kab eritrea kab what's I dega khonkon. And I was pretty much explaining to him that like yo, I know that my accent is different. My accent is not an Asmara accent because I was never from Asmara. I'm new to Asmara, but I'm from outside of Asmara. So the guy says to me, the taxi man says to me, he's like, oh, amo kabwats ay Asmara. I'm like, oh what? He goes, amo kabwats ay Eritrea kunkun. And I'm like, no. And then he goes, amo kabeyachim kabwats ay Asmara ilke kabeyachim. And I'm like, oh, kab I felt onacha eti adi leo. And then he goes, what iski nagarani ilni? And I'm like, okay. I'm like, iti ade, like iti kebabi katama da amhareyu ileo. And he goes, oh, da amhareyu. And I'm like, yeah, iti kebabi da amhare iye ileo. And then he goes, oh, iti kebabi abeyu ti adi ilni. And I'm like, oh, I felt onacha. Adna ruhu kati katamasi. I felt onacha. Nagarani ilni. I'm like, okay. I'm like, kab gudeti ti ade. And he goes, gudeti? I'm like, yeah, felt onacha. Ileo. He goes, no, I felt onya. I'm like, amo kabuyu ti ade. And he goes, amo gen eti malhaskisi قروب إنجليزية لو and iti Tigrinya sabir. So he says that to me and I tell him, I'm just like, so pretty much for those that don't speak Tigrinya, he says to me, he's like, well, your Tigrinya sounds a lot like English. Like it sounds like it's a mix of English and a mix of broken Tigrinya. And I go to him, I'm like, Abdina kumuyu iti qankana be-Ingilizenya ya hawasoina. Like حوس بإنجليزي يعني. And I'm telling you, like gets a كمزينارو. نتيك أنا كمزي. what إنجليزية يحوسوينا بتي تغنيا. Like I was going off, like I was telling this man pure like this is how we talk in like my village, like we mix English with the Tigrinya, like we don't really speak just pure Tigrinya there. Like I was going off, like I was like because I knew for a fact he wouldn't know where the village is. Like it is a real village, that's where my village is, that's where like I'm from. But I knew, I'm just like, yo, if I say Gudeti, like he won't know it. So let me just do what to do. So he looked at me the entire time like I was crazy. And hayish, like he's right, whatever. Like B'sahak me. So I was like, he goes, minimal shimki. I'm just like, oh, Segen Misghina or whatever, right? And I'm like, minimal shimka. He goes, Simon. I'm like, oh, Durham Shim. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just in between him asking me, where are you from? Because I know you're not from here. I was like, oh, Montayu shimka. And he goes, Simon. I'm like, ah, Durham Shim, Simon. I was like, yeah. Oh man, I was doing it to everybody. Like I was doing it to people that were making zuriyas. I was doing it to random people that would just come up to me and were like, oh, kabe metzechi or whatever. And I was just like, dog, I'm like you, I'm from here. It was just really fun for me to do, and it just sparked a conversation with them because it was like, because I could only imagine like their day-to-day is kind of like same old, like they go like their day-to-day is kind of like mine. I go to work, I come back home, I do what I have to do, and that's it, right? But I was just like, how do I make this interesting? And so I would just fool everybody. Anyway, so at the end of the whole Simon taxi man story, I pretty much tell him just like, I'm not from here. I just wanted to like, you know, crack some jokes or whatever. And he could not stop laughing. I gave him a nakfa and I left. It was jokes. It was jokes. And I would literally come back to where me and my family were staying in Asmara, and I would go to my parents and like, so I told this random person, like this stranger, that I'm from here, and they were just, my parents were looking at me like, oh wait, auntie Tsalulte? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you saying these things? And I was just like, I don't know, dasilni, like, you know what I mean? It's like, entire you, masahat and you, like, you know what I mean? So anyway, I was doing that a lot when I was back home, because the time that when I went there was around July and February, so there wasn't really much going on. I know that in the summertime they have like festivals and stuff like that, and a lot more people from outside of Eritrea, like a lot of people from Europe, the States and stuff like that, they go to visit. But there was none of that when I was there. So I had a lot of people even ask me like, what are you doing this time around or whatever? And I was just like, I don't know, I'm just here to kick it. Like, never been out here before, so whatever. There was one taxi man that I was trying to fool, and he was just like, girl. So my cousin that I was with was from Toronto, because we flew there together. Shout out to Timby. And we hopped on a cab from like Maloti, like where the Maloti factory is, like around that area. And we hopped on a cab to Ketama. On our way there, he's picking up people, he's dropping people off or whatever, right? And he complained about this one guy and how he drove. Because the other car cut the taxi man off. So I'm in the cab with my cousin and this one other lady. And this guy just cut him off. And he was just like, what the heck? Like, and just like anybody else, doesn't matter where you're from, you're gonna talk and say like, what was that about? Like, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't directly talking to us. He was just speaking his frustration. And so I was just like, all right, like I feel bad because it wasn't the taxi man's fault, it was the guy's fault. And so, but he kept on complaining, like he wasn't letting it go. And I was just like, oh man. I just felt really, really bad for him, right? So I was like, yo, the next time he complains about that whole interaction, I'm gonna say something to him, right? And so just to kind of like lighten up his day. And so he was just like, and I go to him, I'm in the back seat with my cousin and this one other lady, and I'm just like, Abo, منالبات قشا خوينو دحاني منالبات قشا خوينو. This guy turns around, he goes, Gasha kemachi, and I'm like, Abo, what? And I'm just like, damn, I'm like, I thought I said it right, I thought I said it correctly and everything. And he's just like, Gasha kemachi, and I'm like, ooh, lebe anta, damn. And then he was just like, I'm literally you. He was like, Gasha asha. I'm like, whoa. Chill out, bro. I was like, Abo, dahane. Like, you know what I mean? So here I was thinking I was doing something good, but everybody in the cab was laughing. He was laughing. My cousin was like in tears. The lady who I don't know that just hopped in the cab was just like, and I'm just like, Auntie? I'm like, rude? Time at you. So I'm just taking powder, guys, and I'm applying it under my eye. Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna let that set for just a minute. I think I got some in my eye, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, so those were, I have tons of stories. If you want to hear more funny stories when I was in Asmara, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to share them. It was just too funny. It was just, like, I had everybody laughing at me. My cousins, my little cousins, they were just like, Segen, Kimzi belly. And I'm just like, all right, so I'd say it. And they're just like, ah! And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I said it just like you. And they're like, no. Mel Husky. And I'm like, Rufta, chill out, okay? Relax. But no, I had the best time. I was so happy when I went. I got to meet so much family. I got to see where my parents grew up. I got to see where my dad went to school. I just got to see so much, and I was just so happy. But yeah, it was an emotional trip for me, but at the same time, I was really happy that I went. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is the Chogri Aine of Gets a Zello. I'm gonna do my brows, little sihib. It's eyebrows Miss Wadaku, Kahansasoya Izzy powder, and then in time. In the brow video Dallahum Bitrigrinia, Kafatania, Biakme. Izzy Kulu Bakme, you understand what I'm trying to say? It's like أنا مس أحواتي كمزي تاشمو كمزي تدارب نرنا أبزي تولدنا أبزي تعابينا أب كندا إن حري إزي دسلوني you know what I mean eyeshadow كجبرية جن كدميتي eyeshadow مجبري concealer قرب تلاقي أبتي عيني كجبرية أبتي لعلي عيني كجبرية دي إزيان انتهين بإنجليزية eyelids يبهالين كان بتشغلني انتهي لعلي عينهم هيا بزي هاجرنا درز بزي هاجرنا درز. Oh man, there was one lady that was selling like phone cards outside of like the building that I was staying at, and her name was Sunnight. Like she was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, rich skin, straight teeth, biggest beautiful smile, and she would make fun of me every single time I'd go in for a calling card. I would get like a card for my dad because my dad would be like, Kitty, I'm Soleil or whatever. I'm just like, alright, fine. And so I'd go downstairs and be like, Sendo! She's like, Segen! I'm just like, what's up, girl? Man, I was so sad when I left because I'm just like, some nights I don't think you're remembering. But also when I go back, I doubt that she's gonna be in that same complex, like selling matches, candles, like and phone cards and stuff like that. But my god, she was just so funny. She was hilarious. And I tried to do the whole like, I'm Gashai Konkun Kabzia, whatever. She's like, Kitty. I'm just like, dang. Yeah, like, but even like, for instance, outside of immigration, like people would, because I was trying to get my exit visa, and everyone was just like, just coming up to me, and they were just like, oh, kabe metzachli. I'm just like, kabzi antum. But they weren't buying it. They're just like, nah, kab Germany. I'm just like, I'm not from Germany. Shout out to Germany, but I'm not from there. They're just like, nah, kab what's ayachli. I'm just like, okay, fine. You beat me. You caught me. So I'm just doing a bit of eyeshadow. Nothing too crazy. Just one color on my lid, or aba li'li aine. How could I forget this story? Shout out to my cousin Irmias. I love him to death, and I don't know if he's gonna be watching this, but if you do, I love you. You're the best. I can't wait to see you again. But oh my god, did me and my cousin have we had the greatest time. The greatest time. I would freak out if I saw, because understand, it was my first time in Eritrea, and a lot of things that I saw in real life when I was there, I saw in pictures, videos, as a kid, and even as an adult, for years. So when I saw this one particular place, I freaked out. Like, I freaked out. Like, I was just like, stop the car right now. Toto belu bejachom. Like, Irmias? Is that what I think it is? He goes, Entai. And I'm like, is that Photo Zula? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh wait. I'm like, Photo Zula is like the biggest thing. Photo Zula is like one of top 5 jokes in my house with my family. Photo Zula? Yo! So back in the day, we had a Yamana Baria VHS, like a cassette. And I have a sister that's obsessed with Yamana Baria. She made me and my other sister listen to Yamana Baria on repeat. Like, side A due, side B due, like, oh my god. Like, it was just like, Tafetawi Hebri Afrikawi Korbat. Like, me and my sister could really and truly recite every single Yamana Baria song to you. To the point where we're at the back seat and we're doing dance moves. Like, we had like a whole dance routine for Yamana Baria songs. Anyway, so this Yamana Baria cassette had music videos and stuff like that, but in between the music videos, there were skits, there were like funny comedies and stuff like that. When that Photozula commercial came on, I don't even know if the Photozula commercial is on YouTube, that's how old it is. But it was just like, photo, Zula, and I'm like, whoa! Technology, like, you know. Yo, I'm telling you, the Photozula commercial at my house, my older sister would do like the perfect announcer, like Tigrinya announcer voice. It was so funny. So when I saw that, I was just like, oh my god, my sisters are gonna freak out. But it's such a, I don't know, for me in my memory, it's one thing that stands out. So if you ever went to Asmara, if you're ever gonna go to Asmara, you'll notice that there are a lot of places to take photos and stuff like that. So, I mean, Photozula is among them, but because of that commercial that I saw as a kid, like, it's like the place, it's like the holy grail. Oh my gosh, like back in the day, like I remember my dad had like a super old Wadi Tukhul cassette, super old. I remember it was a yellow cassette, and it wasn't like a studio recorded Wadi Tukhul song. It was literally somebody with a recorder holding it up like this, while Wadi Tukhul was singing. And legit, it was like the lowest quality cassette, but I remember my brother had a tape player. He would put that on, and then we'd have like a small little guila in the kitchen when we were kids. It was just, I don't know, it just brings back that Yamana Barea cassette, that VHS video thing, and the way to hold yellow cassette tape. It brings back so many memories, it's crazy. So I have to clean out my brushes, and if you were on my Instagram, I asked what videos you guys would like to see. So biggest shout out to Samhar, and I will do a dedication when I record that video, but I just want to say thank you so much. She suggested I do a video of how I clean my brushes and how I clean my beauty blender. So I'll be doing that video very shortly. Hopefully you'll be seeing it next week, but shout out to Samhar on Instagram that gave me that suggestion. Big shout out to you. I'm going to apply a little mehli, a bit of eyeliner on top of my eyelid. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. So for my mascara, I took the Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara by L'Oreal. And in my previous Get Ready With Me, I was really upset by this mascara, but I found a technique how to apply it properly. If you guys want to see how to properly put on mascara for your lashes without making them look super clumpy, let me know, and I could make that video for you guys. All you gotta do is type in the comment section that you want me to do that video, and I'll be more than happy to do it. And then the second mascara that I used is my favorite telescopic mascara for my bottom lashes and to comb out a bit of my top lashes as well. Haraimo! Entai tarifu. Blush tarifu, I think. Okay, so yeah, hadish blush gazi'e kab Maybelline. I think shirshik or shineru gele. I don't know, absial neru hakaish. But it's Maybelline Fit Me. Iti hebri shimu wine. Nabit. Okay. Hiya. Okay, so blush garnak urutele. Ooh, wait, okay. Ooh, hiya. Alana. Beti blush ودينا شعو حجي highlighter كجبرية. Iti highlighter نايلو معنتي is by Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit Zabahal Allah. I think is a golden bronze Zabahal كفتنية. Okay. دحاني أتمثل. Oh. دحان فرقان تمثل. Hello. أمون كمفرنا is ya Milani Cosmetics lipstick. كنجبرينا اتي شمنا is ya lipstick Teddy Bear زبحاليا اتي قصري اسران تشعتنيو. هيا بقى توديو. Why? Kaya رسع cool. يا finishing spray كجبرالايا نزيا قصي. شعب مشرفت جرا. كنا بتسكو قصي. إزي منديل ناتيك ألبسوية. Hey! Dahando. Amma tuwadi'u قطنا شغرنا بقى عندي حري كم زي عينة شغري tutorial دلهم فيديو دلهم الله أبناتي channel بإنجليزية بترجمة الله إنكلها تسباي قبل إذا فيديو داسي لكم عندي حري لايك قبلكما لايك قبلوا إذا فيديو عندي حري سبسكرايب قبلكم إن بجاهم سبسكرايب قبلوا أي حبتنا الله أبي مانكم كليك قبلوا إتيا دولة لا إنكلها كليك قبلوا شعور ملكت كسدلكم يو عندي حري فيديو غيره أبزيا channel ناتي بدعمي إذا مسكنكم تصفي قبل أكتر كل فيديو كان رخبينا. Ciao بلو.